Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an Enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Not sure how to tackle your taxes? Are you sweating the small print? You may be experiencing FOMO, the fear of messing up. The answer? Using TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They help you get your biggest refund, and then we help you do more with it with a personalized plan designed to help you hit your money goals. It's time to take your taxes to the max. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Yeah, my grandparents were from Calabria.
Yeah, that's
I don't know where that is geographically.
South.
So near Sicily?
No. We are mostly in the center.
Oh, okay.
Center of Italy, yeah.
Oh, okay. Good enough. So let's, have you guys been on the boat before?
No, first preserver.
So let's start there then. What's been the experience?
So far so good. I mean, we had a lot of fun, and yesterday we played our first show. Tonight is the last one. I kind of wanted to play every 4th day, but, you know, it's a tight schedule, so
right.
It wouldn't allow. But yeah.
Overall,
yeah. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, because if you see the list of bands, mostly power metal and stuff like that.
Yes.
And we play brutal death metal, so I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. But it went very good, actually.
I think it's a good mix, and I think he does a really good job of, like, you know, black metal, death metal.
Yeah, there's a bit of everything, yes.
Yeah.
But mostly power metal stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a big power metal fan either.
Me neither, so.
I have a guy who works for me. He's doing most of the power metal interviews and things.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know much about it. It's not my wheelhouse, so.
It's always cool to check other bands live, because that's
what I love
well, you
about
learn
this,
a lot,
right?
you know?
Yeah.
Maybe you end up liking also power metal.
Yeah, but also, has there been any bands that have surprised you that you've seen?
Yeah, watched Satan this morning.
I didn't get a chance to see them. Were they good?
Yeah, they were very good.
I know, that's old school stuff,
Yeah,
right?
old school stuff, exactly, yeah.
I saw, what did I see? Groza?
Oh, okay.
Really good black metal.
Yeah.
I was very, very impressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw a couple of tracks too. A couple of songs, yeah.
Oh, like, did you see him upstairs in the lounge or today?
No, the small one.
Yeah, that was... Oh, you saw him in the small one. I saw him today. Anyway, let's talk about Hour of Penance.
Yeah, sure.
You guys working on anything new at the moment?
Yeah, we got a new album pretty much all written up.
Yeah, we just need to write the lyrics, and
he's in charge of the lyrics.
The final, arrangements, scenes, and this kind of thing. But I think we are like around 70% done.
So like 27?
No, we're hoping to release it in 2026, maybe late 2026.
Right.
We're aiming to record it in May.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna write lyrics that quick?
Yeah. I'm pretty weak. Yeah.
When you're writing lyrics, then are you approaching it like the album with a theme in mind before you go into it, or you kind of?
Yeah, usually I just try to keep some kind of concept around the overall album, and then I just write lyrics based on personal feelings about contemporary history and this kind of stuff, especially now because there's so much going on.
There's a lot to talk, yeah.
Oh my god.
Like tons and tons of stuff to write about, and I mean, it really added to the inspiration for the lyrics for this album.
So how do you draw the line between what's too much to say in your lyrics and what's... or is there a line? Do you not care?
I don't want a line around this kind of stuff.
The way we conceive metal, can I say that?
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, conceive metal. I mean, it should be free to speech for us, Lately, there's a lot politically correctness.
Yes.
And I started to see also more the new generation of metal as maybe going against some kind of bands. Like I saw somebody criticizing Cannibal Corpse lyrics lately. So, in my opinion, there should be no censorship around that, because
at the end of the day, right? If you don't like it, just don't listen to Cannibal Corpse.
Exactly, but you're also losing the shock value of metal.
Right.
Which is, I mean, it's.
If you want to listen to Britney Spears, you can just go there, and it's not.
But that's not any less shocking.
Yeah.
Maybe Britney was quite.
Yeah, it's even worse
I mean,
sometimes.
so,
It can be even
Madonna,
worse.
they were all ahead of the game with the shocking stuff. They figured it out
Absolutely.
early that, shock sells.
Yeah.
So, but you don't really worry about it too much.
No, on the opposite, I try to write something that may shock people or may, also offend or anger people.
And that's
Because
probably done to make them think, though, right?
Yeah, because that's this kind of music. It's all it is about. I mean, there's no point in doing music like metal if you want to just be, politically correct and this kind of stuff. I think it's just something else.
So that's interesting you say that, because I think music back from the 60s even, right, has always been like shining a mirror back on society. Like you had the Vietnam War and all the 60s bands, and then 70s and all that stuff. So music has always been there, maybe not metal, but music has always had a way of shining the light back on society.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially this kind of music that is violent, and you kind of have to reflect what you feel. So yeah, those kind of concepts also. I mean, it's music and lyrics together, and to me it has to be on the parallel. You can't talk about love making brutal death metal. It's something too diverse.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, we play this music because we need to let anger out sometimes.
So cathartic then.
Yeah,
super cathartic.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
I know as a listener, it's cathartic, but you guys feel that way as well, getting that shit out.
Yeah,
of course.
absolutely.
Everyone is angry about something in their life. It is just an outlet, and it's a very good outlet in my opinion. And just
do you ever feel like you put too much of yourself in, and like, shit, my grandma shouldn't have heard that, or whatever, like I've said too much and now I gotta say this every day and everybody's gonna know?
No, I never thought about that.
I don't think we ever been too far with the lyrics that my.
I mean, our lyrics are more like on the political side, even if it has some violent imagery. So it's not really the kind of shocking, like gore, brutal, or extreme sex, like maybe gore bands. It's more.
Not like Autopsy.
No, it's another kind of anger.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you had a lot of blowback from the lyrics?
Yeah, we kind of had that, and it's funny because we always in the beginning we had a lot of anti-Christian lyrics because we are mostly from Rome, so it's kind of an issue in Italy.
Right.
And that never seemed to bother anyone actually, because it's a bit of a trope, so people already talk about it extensively. When we did Cast the First Stone, we talked about Islamic extremism and the Crusades and that kind of stuff. And some people, actually not Islamists, but people who follow metal and I suppose to be atheist, Christian, and whatever. And they seemed like kind of offended because it was like something for them racist against Islam, which was not. It was just, I guess.
Yeah, they started calling us Islamophobic. Which I mean, if you see the cover artwork on the album, it's pretty explicit because you have both sides. I mean, you have Christian on one side and the Islamic on the other side fighting together, and everybody's dying from both sides.
Right.
So that's why it's called.
And that's historical though too. I mean, that's not even like I'm calling out the Islamics.
We didn't make up
historic.
anything. It's written in the books.
So a parallel between the Crusades and the fight against terrorism and all these contradictions, and people seem to be bothered about it more than anything else actually.
That's crazy.
It kind of surprised me because I don't think anyone supports decapitating people or anything like Inquisition did in the Middle Age.
Right, torture in the rack.
Yeah, I mean everyone did it. It's wrong on both sides, I think. But I don't know.
The funny thing is that no Islamic told us anything. It was more from
right.
Actually.
So that's an interesting thing too, right? Because you're writing lyrics. And people across the globe, maybe cultural differences or whatever, they're probably taking them completely different than what you thought, right?
Yeah. And I think we have a lot of following in like what was called the third world countries. I think it's like bad choice of words, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe because in the lyrics you feel some kinds of anger against the overall political system that exploits them. And I think maybe that's why some people in that areas maybe like more our music than in other sides of the
Right.
world.
When you guys are writing, I know you said you're writing a new record, do you think about not repeating the same last Hour of Penance record? So, I mean, you got to stay true to Hour of Penance in that wheelhouse,
Yeah.
but you don't really want to rewrite the previous album, right? You need to do something
Yeah,
different.
absolutely. It's a criticism that we get a lot lately because the next album will be the 10th. So, you know, it's kind of easy to
Right,
go.
to fall into that place and have
Yeah,
find
yeah,
those
yeah,
rips
yeah.
again, right?
Yeah, I've been there, but yeah, we always try to incorporate new stuff, new music, new kind of solutions, and but I think it's a very natural.
Progression.
Yeah. We don't sit and talk about what has to sound like. You know, it's like everything comes.
So on the
natural.
flip side of that, then, do you concern yourself with, hey, we've progressed and done this or gone here, and maybe some of the Hour of Penance fans who liked our first 5 or 6 records, whatever it is, are not going to journey with us?
I don't think there's that much of a difference in style. I mean, it's always death
Hour
metal
of Penance, right?
with maybe more black metal influences, more progressive, more thrash metal, but basically that's our sound is based around the kind of speed, blast beats, and this kind of stuff that is recurring in the overall album. So it's
At the end of the day, we do what we like. That's it. Because
And that's what makes it the most, I think, resonates with the most people, right? When it's organic and it's
Yeah.
what you wanted, and you weren't making it for this person, because then these 3 people aren't going to like it. You got to make what you like.
We were talking like yesterday about other bands in the past that changed a lot. Their sound, like Mayhem. They recorded an album, Grand Delegation of War, were in early 2000, and it was completely different from the other albums they did. And I remember they were getting a lot of bad reviews, but actually it's one of our very favorite album of Mayhem. And only a few bands have managed to not fuck up when they changed the sound. Maybe
Right.
Emperor,
yeah, they all
and just a few bands.
You mentioned blast beats. So when you're writing, then, are you writing with like the live setting in mind? Like, hey, this is a good spot for a blast beat or a breakdown.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only thing that we keep in mind when we write the music. And we also have to pay attention to not making things too difficult, because he's also singing and playing the guitar sometimes. So
I'm sure you've come across that there. Right?
you always have the last word on the music, because sometimes I write stuff too hard to play, then also for him, which is
What you planning on taking this out on the road, or is it just busy focusing on the touring? I mean, on the record.
Oh no, we also have some shows planned until summer. Got pretty much a festival every month.
yeah.
Oh, really?
From here to August.
Is the Italian metal scene pretty good?
It is. There's a lot of bands, and I mean, in this festival here, there are 5 bands. Italian.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Rhapsody, us, Trick or Trap, and Winders,
and the other band from Windrose.
and there's another.
Oh
band.
yeah, the BBO or VRO
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever that is. Yeah.
So yeah, it's very diverse, because you get power metal, you get black metal, you get death metal. So
Yeah, I don't know of too many. I don't think Italian, except the obvious like Lacuna Coil or that. Kind of stuff.
there's a Flash God Apocalypse.
Oh, they're from
They
Italy as
played
well?
here a couple of times.
Yeah, I've seen them on here before.
Many bands actually.
So what's next then after you get off of here? Back to recording?
Back
writing?
to working.
Yeah, I hear you.
The real world.
Wait, you mean you're not making millions doing this? Me neither. I'm going back to work as well.
Yeah, everybody's on a 9-to-5 job, so yeah, families work, and then we're focusing on the album, of course, and do the shows that we have, and hopefully come back to the US. Like,
Awesome.
we haven't been here, in, let's say here, but we're in international weather right now. But on this side of the world, we will be missing since 2012. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
So let's take a hard left because she's going to pull me out in a second. We got about 2 minutes.
yeah.
Every metalhead that I know has a gateway record, right, that got them into metal and set them on this trajectory that we're all on? What was it for you guys?
For me,
individually, yeah.
For me, it was KSOD from Sepultura, because I was a young kid. I was in the kindergarten. Actually, I found on the ground the cover artwork.
Oh, really?
So I said, "What the hell is this?" And then I gave it to my father. He brought me to the record store. We bought the CDs, and that's it.
Nice.
And then I started completely random.
Just classic Metallica, you know, the kind of stuff you get around when you're a kid, because
Like
I was
Kill
in
'Em All or Ride the
in
Lightning
a
kind
small
of stuff?
town, so there's not a lot of records around. And I think probably Master of Puppets was the first
Oh, okay.
they come across.
Right.
I think I grew up with MTV, so it's commercial stuff like, I don't know, System of a Down, Marilyn Manson,
Okay.
and stuff like that. But a special mention is for Fear Factory. That's the band that pushed me to buy a double pedal for the first time.
Really?
And here I am.
Yeah. I
Blasting
saw
it.
them on the boat here in, I guess the first one, 2011.
Wow.
Freaking great.
Oh yeah. There's an Italian guy singing for them.
I'm sorry?
There's an Italian guy singing for them now.
Oh, really?
It's from Rome.
Oh, excellent. I didn't even know that. For me, I think it would be Diary of a Madman. Probably a little older than you guys, but I clearly remember seeing that record on the shelf. I'm like, fuck, what is that?
Yeah.
I didn't even know who Ozzy was. Put the needle on, and then, here we are,
Nice.
40 years later talking about metal.
Yeah.
That was it for me.
Cool, man.
Did I miss anything you want to cover?
Oh, very good.
Yeah, thank you, man.
That wasn't too bad?
No,
Very
thank you.
good. Thank
I
you.
like
Early birds always rise to the occasion for summer vacation planning because early gets you closer to the action. So don't be late. Book your next vacation early on Vrbo and save over $120. Rise and shine. Average savings $141. Select homes only.